Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I've got the fan on me because I just went out shopping. Not shopping. I had it in my head yesterday because I need a new power board, a Thai power board, because now all my appliances have been replaced from Australian ones to Thai ones, and I need a new power board because I've got an Australian power board. And yesterday I thought I'll go and get myself a new power board today. And then on Facebook somebody put a new power board for sale second hand that they haven't used. Cheap. So I went and got it this morning. Just now. I just got back, so I'm a little bit sweaty. That's why I've got the fan on me to try and calm down. I went as fast as I could on my bicycle. So that's me. That's my morning. Hey Mal, how are you? Yeah, so I'm going to go deeper into the daily read. For today, Thursday, the 25th of June, weird energies today, according to the daily read, about kind of doing the wrong thing, saying the wrong thing, having to forgive ourselves, having to be okay about being human. This could be something we're saying now, it could be something we've said in the past. And this notion of, is it okay to be okay? Is it okay to be one of the lucky ones? Is it okay to be lucky? Is it okay to be rich? Is it okay for things to be going well? Or do you want to match people around you that are maybe in the drama? So, because we might think that it's okay for us to be okay, or that it would be okay for things to go well for us. But then when we actually watch ourselves in daily life, we might be getting caught up in drama with friends and stuff. Hey Melissa, hey Fabienne, how are you? Good morning, everybody. So yeah, we've got weird energies today. It's kind of like a mirror showing us to look a bit deeper into ourselves, into our psyche, what actually is okay with us, and how good can we let it be. Because you might be surprised to learn when you look at yourself more deeply that it's not actually okay for you to be okay. You don't think it is, and so that's why you get caught up in drama. Or sometimes we self-deprecate, or sometimes we downplay things when we're talking about it to people. Sometimes we will, if things are going really well and like our friends aren't having a good time of it at all, we'll make stuff up, or we'll say, like, we'll pick on little things that aren't going well in our life, even though we've had great things happening in our life, you know? It's little clues like that to show us that we don't think it's okay to be okay. We want to match everyone else and stuff. So really interesting energies today, I think. Nothing major though, like nothing major coming up today. The card of the day is impatience. I said that impatiently. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. And the inner work is a big part of it too. Bigger than a lot of people think. Sorting ourselves out. There was something about a Zen monk as well. I can't remember. Yeah, I think that was about being okay to be okay. If you're a Zen monk and you're all chill all the time, is that okay? Or do you have to get involved in the drama? Sometimes. None of it's a big problem because we're human beings, right? Let's go deeper into it. And stick around because I will be doing free mini readings once I've gone deeper into the daily read. If we got on today, just Mel, Melissa and Fabienne. Excuse me. Yeah, so deeper into the daily read. It's an inner work day today. I'm not really picking up on a lot of stuff happening outside of ourselves. I'm going to go down to the beach again. Choose to change, willingness. Yeah, it's about that inner work, as I said. We're choosing changes. We're seeing ourselves more deeply today. Choosing changes within ourselves first. Choosing to change our mind, choosing to change our focus. That kind of thing today. And so just being willing to do that, being willing to change things up a bit, to shift your paradigm slightly, especially when you become aware of something. We become aware of things within ourselves, when it's time to change, when we're ready to step it up. Our higher self just kind of taps us on the shoulder and says, do you know that you're doing this? And you're like, whoa. Sometimes it's through what someone else says to us too, you know. Someone can point it out to us, something we didn't realise. Like a close friend saying, do you realise that you do that? Like, whoa, no, I never realised. It isn't easy being human. It isn't easy being human when we judge ourselves. But if we're okay with ourselves, if we're loving ourselves, it is a very self-loving day today. That's what I was picking up. For sure. Yeah, when we're loving ourselves, it's okay being human. You're letting yourself off the hook. And when you're loving yourself, you're around people that are okay about you being you too. I know a lot of societies aren't like that, especially Western societies. It's like that here. Thailand is so different. I love this culture. And it's different here on this little island, of course. It's another step above, I believe. For me, let's put it that way. Small island mentality. It's very different than the rest of the world. The whole year has just stepped it up again and again, for sure. Yeah, and you know why? Remember the 2020 year ahead readings, Mel? Because we're all being pushed, shoved into getting on with it now, getting on our life path now, doing what we came here to do. So it was always going to be a bit in your face this year. Pushed into it, shoved into it, you know. And we are in the flow of that. It's just sometimes the flow is like a rapid, you know, and it takes you fast down that stream. Not really a stream, is it? It's a river with the rapids. So it's flowing, and we just got to be in the moment. That's about being human, right, Fabian? Being in the moment, being okay about where we are in the moment, not judging where we are in the moment. How many times do we do that? Comes up in reading so much. So I know a lot of people are doing it. Saying or thinking, I'm not where I should be by this age. I haven't got what I should have. Haven't, you know, settled down. Haven't got this. Haven't got that. I'm not doing that well as I should be, and I'm behind. That kind of thing. We punish ourselves with all of that stuff, but we are where we're meant to be. We're exactly where we're meant to be, and isn't that a relief when you think that? Oh, I am on track. Life isn't a race. Life isn't a race at all. We're not rushing towards some end goal, because the end goal is death. Why would we rush toward death? So be in the moment. It is flowing. Sometimes the flow is a bit tumultuous, but it is flowing. Someone said that this thought my website, you know, I asked about feedback from my website. Somebody said that it doesn't seem very calm. The water seems turbulent in it. It is rapids. I felt like I'm just holding in the edges recently, riding with it. Yeah. If you let go and go with the flow, go with that ride instead of holding on tight. When you hold on tight, like it's like a white knuckle ride, it's scary. But you can let go and go with the flow and feel better about it. Think of it like a ride. Even when the bad things happen, you know, the hard things happen, you go, well, this must be for a reason, and then try and flow with it, try and be easier with it. Going through big transformations at the moment, and we can simplify. We can simply let that be instead of fighting it. It's that flow, isn't it? When we fight those rapids, we don't do very well. I used to be a whitewater kayaker. You can't fight it. You've got to go with it, and you've got to use that flow of the water to direct you as well. You learn how to use it, use the power of it, so that you don't have to power against it. Holding your paddle in certain directions, you can use it like a rudder, and it can turn you around and you don't need to use any effort. You just need to put your paddle in the right place at the right angle. And that's what we can do. We can get good at this. We can get good at transforming. We can use that flow to our advantage instead of trying to fight against it. Or trying to use our power alongside of it, which is kind of fighting against it too. We can let go, simplicity, letting go, allowing those transformations to take place. As I said, 2020 was always going to be about shoving us in the direction of our life purpose, our life path. It's like, get on with it. Get on with it. And so the transformation is happening to us, but the more we fight it, the harder it is. When we just let it flow and we stay in the moment and we choose those changes that are right for us, we look after ourselves. That's so important right now as well. So important, self-care. I've been sleeping so good lately, like so good. I had my last antibiotic this morning. I'm glad that's over. Don't like smelling of antibiotics. You have the tablet, and the next time you go to the bathroom, it smells so bad, pee of antibiotics. So I'm glad that's over. Always wants to do whitewater rafting. Wow, cool. Yeah, that would be fun. Do it. Where can you do it in Australia? I don't know, somewhere around Canberra probably. Can you imagine? Or Blue Mountains, maybe? I don't know. Tower of Pooh? No, I haven't. Not read that. So we're going through a transformation at the moment. It's the inner work day today. There's nothing major happening today. Not for many people. And this is it, right? This is why I called it, is it okay to be okay? I am love, release guilt. Is it okay to be loved? Is it okay for things to be going well, or does that make you feel guilty because other people don't have it good? Are you comparing yourself to others and holding yourself back? You don't want to outshine others. You don't want to do better than others. You kind of feel bad for them. This comes up in readings over and over again as well. For people. Sydney has whitewater centre from the Olympics. Oh, yeah. I would like to kayak that. That's one of those man-made rapid things, isn't it? That's cool. That's great. And they can, I mean, because when you do, I used to do slalom, and when you're in competition, of course, it depends on how much rain there's been. The rivers are always changing, and so you can have trained on this river and know the flow, everything, and then it comes to competition day. It's rained the day before. The water's much higher, and it changes it completely. Whereas when it's the man-made ones, it's totally controllable. Nature's better though, isn't it? That random factor is better. So yeah, this comes up in a lot of people's readings, private readings, is feeling guilty about compare themselves with other people and feel guilty about it, how other people are doing. And always compare it to the health thing. So do you feel guilty about being healthy when other people are unhealthy? No, because you know that your health has got nothing to do with anyone else's health. You can't be sick and make them better. You can't be sick and it makes them feel better about it. You've done whitewater rafting in Sri Lanka. I haven't been to Sri Lanka yet. Maybe I should go. They have both courses. Just never got there. Well, go. Go, Mel. So yeah, when you think of it as in the health terms, it's the same with everything else. And some people don't believe it about abundance because you think, no, if I have the money, then other people don't have the money. No, there's so much money. They're printing it all the time. Everyone can have it. And if you love, does that take the love away from someone else? Well, you might be competing for the same person, I guess, but no, there's so much love. So you are loved. Is it okay for you to be lucky? Is it okay for you to be in the flow? Is it okay for to be in this state of grace where the magic is happening for you? That's another thing that's come up in the readings as well lately in these video readings, is be quiet about your wins, because a lot of people are not okay. And it might make you feel guilty if you're saying your wins and then they're reacting to it jealously. That came up in the daily reading too. That might make you want to do this. It might make you want to self-deprecate, take yourself down, pull yourself out of that flow because it's going too well. And there's not. Yeah, that's it. Mel, survivor's guilt, right? Things are going well in the pandemic. Said to my friend, I had a great day yesterday. And I said to my friend, I bumped into a friend on the way to training. And we were talking about a dentist, because we're all talking about our dentist craziness that went on while the dentist was shut, because it's not an essential service. One of them had to go to St. Marie, Island 2 away from here, to go to the dentist because the dentist won't open here. They went to the hospital and I sent them to St. Marie. So we all had these dentist stories to share. And I said, well, from the experience that I had, I wish I'd have gone to the hospital earlier. I should have realized that it was actually an emergency, having an infection. It was an emergency. I'm realizing that now. And I wish I'd have done that. And they said, yeah, because they could do extractions there, you should have done that. I'm like, well, we'll know now, won't we, what to do. The next pandemic, when dentists are closed on this island, of course it's never going to happen again, is it? You would hope anyway. But we know what to do now. But yeah, guilty that things are going well in the pandemic. I mean, it's great here. We're totally open again in a few days, 1st of June. Like a month, nobody's transmitted it in Thailand in a month. We have had cases here, but they're all Thai repatriation cases coming from other countries. But whether they're just the people being tested, maybe it's gone around, because they're saying like vitamin D. I mean, it's sunny all the time here. We're really pretty healthy. There's very, very few overweight people here. The diet is good. So all of those factors, we've got all the positives of all of those factors that make it bad. And I think it did, and everyone here thinks it went around in February. So, you're having a good year. Yes, it's set you free. Isn't that awesome? Hello, Aquarius Yazzie. How are you? Yeah, survivor's guilt. So let's be okay to be okay, and let's get ourselves in that flow of all good. Because if you do that, it gets better for everyone else, because you're putting that vibe into the planet. You're putting a vibe, like it's easier. Think of it this way. When somebody runs a mile faster than everyone has ever run it before, does that mean that no one else can run it faster and again? Or does it open the way for someone to run it even faster? We've seen proof that it opens the way to for people to run it even faster. And it's not about, it's just about the energy that's out there. It's not about you teaching them or being an example or whatever. Sometimes that can come into it. That's better. That fan was a little bit much. Sometimes that can come into it being an actual example, but the most important thing is putting that energy out there. 100th monkey thing. You don't have to show people how to do it if you just do it. And if enough people do it and have learned to do it, it just becomes a part of our collective consciousness. And then other people can do it too. So we're being asked to be okay about getting into that grace. We've got to be okay about it. So today we've got, on top of all of the daily read, we've got this. Being willing to choose change is very much of an inner work day today. Choose the changes that are good for you, level up, be okay about being okay, that kind of thing. Going with the flow in the moment, being okay about yourself in the moment, not doing that compare thing and not judging yourself. We're transforming, we can make it simple, we can go with that flow. Don't need to fight it. We can feel good about ourselves. We can love ourselves through it. And release guilt. Release guilt for things going well. We've got to raise the vibration of the planet, and we can't do it by holding ourselves back and feeling guilty about everyone else and trying to hold ourselves down. So yeah, my day yesterday, I did all my work and stuff, and then I was going to training in the afternoon, but I was ready early, and I thought I'll go and pay my rent, because my rent is actually due today. I paid it early, but I was behind because the reception had been closed here during the pandemic. So I paid a few weeks ago. I paid a month and a half, and I said this time I'll pay a month and a half as well, and then I'm caught up. So that's what I did. Didn't have all the money here in my safe to do it, and so I thought I'll go and take 20,000 baht out the ATM. And it's 18,000, and it was and a half, so another 9, 27, right? And so I took 7,000 out of my safe, or so I thought, put it in my purse, went and got 20,000 out of the ATM, went to the reception to pay my rent, counted it out, and I had 2,000 left over. So either the ATM gave me 22,000 instead of 20,000, which would be cool. I have had that happen before in the UK. I had an ATM where sometimes I'd take the money out of it and it wouldn't go out of my account. Woo! Winning. Either that happened or I can't count 7,000. That's probably more likely. And then I decided to go early, and because the reception is by the beach, to ride along that little beach road toward training, but not to go early, just to hang around on the beach. And as I was riding down the road, the coconut ice cream man was there. Yay! So I got myself a coconut ice cream, and I went on the beach and enjoyed my ice cream. And then when I came off the beach, My friends were there, so we had the dentist conversation, pandemic conversation. And I went to training, which was really good. I'm getting my strength and my cardio back now. So I had a really good day yesterday. And I've been having my moringa, and I've been using the magnesium oil, which isn't oily, which is bizarre. It's like watery. It's like salt water, isn't it? Have you tried that, Mo? Anyone else? Magnesium oil. Before bed, I've been spraying it on my neck, on my muscles. I sprayed it on my calf as well. Got my ice cream. I love the coconut ice cream, man. It's just the best ice cream. Makes it with fresh coconut milk. It's so good. It's so good. And it's so cheap too. 20 baht for an ice cream. It's like less than $1. Yum. And it's just nothing like, it's just so much nicer than that crap that they have in the shops, which isn't even ice cream, it's vegetable oil. Ooh, don't want to eat that crap. Hey AP. I am good today, thanks. So yeah, I had a great day, and then I fell asleep really early and slept right through to 6 o'clock, which is late for me. 6 a.m. Done my workout this morning. I'm good. I'm feeling really good. I'm back. I feel like I've got the me back again. The real me. So who would like a reading? Pop up a message saying me, please. If you haven't had one from me before, a connecting with your higher self, that's your spirit, your soul, whatever you want to call it. You can ask a question if you want, or you can just let your higher self tell you what's going on for you. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. I'm always at the right place at the right time. I'm not behind. I'm not behind. I'm where I should be right now. I've got to think that. And for anyone that wants a private reading with me, I'm doing new intro readings. I also do a half-price reading sale at the weekend, which starts tomorrow. Oh my God, it's Thursday already. That's the intro readings. There's the link for that. So they're one-page readings. You can also get an intro energy healing as well, just to try it out. You know, it's a shorter version of the stuff that I do. So usually my readings are 3 pages long. The intro reading is 1 page long. The energy healings are about pages because it's more a time that I do the energy healing, and then the report. It can be long. Sometimes there's a lot to say about it. Hey, Corey. You got magnesium in a massage balm and oral spray. Oh, I wonder if I could spray it in my mouth. I was thinking that. But it makes me sleep so much better. And I've got an essential oil too. A new essential oil with my package, a sleepy one, which I've been putting on the bed too. And I think all of it just helps me sleep. And they're not having alcohol for a couple of weeks as well. I mean, once that gets out of your system, and it takes about, there's different stages. There's like the 2 or 3 day stage of alcohol getting out your system, and then there's like 5 to 7 days, and then 2 weeks is when your body really gets back to normal, especially with sleep. I've got like a bottle of red wine that I bought about a month ago. It's still in my fridge. It's not that nice, which is why there's some of it left still in my fridge, and I'm really not feeling to drink it. I should just pour it away. Okay, who's up first? Fabian. That's a dramatic name. Fernando. Got a friend called Fernando, lives on this island. Not anymore, he's moved off the island. I think he's back at the moment. Sleep so well with magnesium. We absorb minerals better when we sleep, is that right? Oh, it's so good. I think I slept 8 hours last night. I don't know what time I went to sleep. Okay, Fabian's up first. Follow my knowing mystery. Ooh, mystery path. So this mystery card is about your mystery path that your higher self is leading you on. You know how I was saying the year 2020 is about leading you towards your life purpose. You said you were feeling a bit lost before, did you? I can't remember. I saw something. Sri Lanka, I want to go. Missing out on something. Yeah, so this mystery path, your higher self leading you on that mystery path. It's like if somebody asked me, say somebody wants to do readings and have a business like this, and they ask me like, how did you do it? And they want to follow the same path as me. If they wanted to follow the same path as me as well, it's, oh wow, there's just been so much involved in it. Like no one could follow the same path as me because it's been so random and it's involved living in so many different places and doing so many things, and you know, just, that's the mystery path anyway, and your higher self is trying to lead you on it. It's unique to everybody, and you've got to follow your intuition. And so you've got to stop, you've got to switch off that logical mind. Remember, the logical mind, it's the ego. The ego is the part of us that tries to protect us. It's not got the best ideas. Your intuition is right, and it's your intuition that leads you. It's your intuition, it's your feelings. We get guidance through a lot of different ways, but that's how you follow this mystery path. And it's hard, especially when society, like some societies around us, they say, some cultures, you have people screaming at you to do the logical thing. What was that? Someone yelling. Sounds like someone had an accident out there. Maybe the girl's crashed into the wall again. Wow, Fabian, you've got a mystery card again. Look, double mystery. Yeah. You've got to be firmer. You've got to say, okay, higher self, lead me to where I should be, to what I should be doing, and all of that, and then go along with it. Be firmer that you're on that path. Be clear in that. This is saying stop having one foot in the old life, in the logical life, trying to please other people, trying to still do that thing, and then one foot in the mysterious, the spiritual life, this magical mystery life to your. You can't split yourself like that. You've got to go all in. It's time to go all in, Fabian. Go all in. AP. And training was quieter yesterday than when it was closed. We were busy when it was closed. But I think it's because travel's opening up. There's a lot of people leaving the island at the moment. Hence me being able to buy this for someone that's leaving. I can't believe that. This is exactly what I would have bought in the shops, and I got it for hardly anything at all. Who's this? AP. Doing what you love. Stop sabotaging that. AP, you want to do what you love. It's slow getting there because you're fighting it. You're sabotaging it. What's your sabotage? So this week I have been recording the bonus reads for the weekend for the half price reading sale, and it's on work business, the work business reads. And this has come up over and over again about sabotages and that, about the sabotages and why we do these sabotages. So you might want to watch yours when it comes out, AP. But yeah, you're sabotaging it. Energy healing is not Reiki. I've not learned Reiki, but it's very similar to it. It's whatever's needed. I get guided. To me, it's kind of like watching a video sometimes of the healing happening, or it can be like that. I can be watching a healing happening to you and relaying it, or it can be me feeling the energy and then reporting back to you and doing things with it. It can be many different things. I haven't learned it from anybody, so it's not got a particular name to it. It's different every time. And it's like a reading. Like, I don't just do the energy healing and tell you about that. It's like a reading too, and so I pass on. Because if it was just an energy healing, so okay, for example, Dieter, if you say I had an unhealthy attachment, emotional attachment to someone, and I felt that it could be like attached to your solar plexus chakra, and I could feel that weird energy, and you've got an attachment to someone, I could sever that attachment. But if I don't tell you about it, for you to do that conscious work, for you to let go of that person, or the bad feeling about that person, whatever is involved in that attachment, if you don't do that, I can do the energy work on it. And you don't do the conscious or the emotional changes, that's just going to reattach again, right? And so the energy healings, they can't make a permanent change, but that's why my energy healings involve this reading part of it too. So the energy healing makes it easier for you to do that because I've done the energetic work. It's like, I don't know what it's like. It's like helping you along the way so that the actual work that you need to do it is easier. And then you can make that change permanently. I don't know. There's nothing like it, really. There's nothing I can link it to explain what it's like, but it's different every time. I love doing them. It's great. It's one of my favorite ways of working. AP, also, open your heart. Be okay about opening your heart to yourself. Including yourself, doing things, win-win stuff, things that are best for you. That's what you're kind of waiting for. I still feel, AP, like you're thinking it's got to be a win-lose situation, so you've got to extend yourself. You've got to give something of yourself away to help other people. And that's what the energy exchange is. No, it's not. It's not. It should be a win-win situation. You've got to include yourself. It's about you too. So open your heart to yourself. Is it okay to be okay? Is it okay to feel really good? Is it okay to get paid for what you're doing if you really love it and if it comes really easily to you? That came up in some of the work business reads as well. So you're sabotaging it at the moment because you're not loving yourself enough to include yourself, AP. That's you. Corey. Okay, Deepta, let's do a reading for you. Yeah, there's building work everywhere. But yeah, it's very noisy out there, and I think someone did hurt themselves on those clangy things that they were dropping. They were thrown off from a height. That's what it sounded like. I can't hear any yelling now, so they're either dead or they're okay, really. Deepta. It's amazing that there aren't more accidents here because of the way that they work. There's no like safety equipment here. But then again, when I went to hospital to get that extraction last week, there were quite a lot of workmen. There were some of the workmen from here as well. Not this place, but this resort that I live in. It's the biggest resort on the island, so they've got a lot of staff. But yeah, there was a fair few of them in accident and emergency. Deepta. Oh, why do you need to go slowly? Why do you have to take a small step forward? Why can't you just leap into it? I was going to say into what you're doing, and I'll stop from saying that. So it's not necessarily about your work, but why do you have to take things so slowly? What's underneath that? Maybe you're questioning yourself. Maybe you're not believing in yourself, and you think that you're not sure. I don't know. You feel like your intuition is on overdrive. Oh, it's about abundance. Yeah. Why do you have to take it slowly? Why do you think that you just need to go for a little bit more instead of a lot more? Why are you holding yourself back? Follow your intuition toward it anyway, and you can go faster. Often the universe wants a lot more for us. Often we're asking for a lot, too little. And if we ask for too little and then we don't get it, we feel bad about ourselves, and then we think, oh, have I asked for too much? And it's like, no, you've not asked for enough. The universe wants you to have a lot. It wants you to be on your life path. It wants you to have all your dreams come true. Health and safety teaches us not to trust ourselves, right? I know. When I went to South Africa, this was like 20 years ago more, in Africa at that time it was like it is here. There was very few rules and things, you know. You can still go out in nature and there's not signs and railings and stuff like that stopping you from enjoying it. And I went to this one lookout and there was a railing there, and it was like, what? You know, disrupting nature. And there was a sign on it saying there's a drop beyond it. And the African guide was telling us, we've had to put that there because of Americans. Because they say that they're going to sue us if they fall down, and they had to do that. And it's like, really? What the hell? Like, people have got to take responsibility for themselves. And stupidity, you know? Natural selection, isn't it? If you don't know that a cliff is a dangerous thing, really, natural selection should happen. But yeah, it's so refreshing living in a place where those restrictions aren't there. Where you can have sockets in the bathroom. That's one of the UK things. They won't put sockets in bathrooms, so you can't use your shave or anything in bathrooms because they don't trust people not to electrocute themselves. And it's like, when you tell other people from other countries that, they're like, really? They're that stupid in the UK? that they will electrocute themselves. Here we have sockets outside, all kinds of things. Who's next? Mel. Mel's next. I'm going to the beach again, Mel. Did I say already? Oh, you've got the abundance card too. I'm going to do the weekly reads today. Mel, choose to change your abundance. It's like deep tag. Go for more. Choose to change your abundance situation. What do you really want? Again, my nose is itching. Now, be willing to let go of your fear of lack. The whole world has been baby-proof for adults, for sure. It's crazy. And it stops life. Oh, like, life is just so much better when you don't have that. I mean, when you can enjoy a waterfall, you know? It's so refreshing. In most countries, you can't even do the most enjoyable things because it's all out of bounds to protect you from your own stupidity. So yeah, I've got a lot of freedom here. It's great. Mal, be willing to let go of your fear of lack and choose a lot more abundance for yourself, what you really want. And so I feel like you've been setting your goals for abundance quite low. Maybe thinking that you shouldn't want that much because it's not okay to be okay when other people don't have stuff. It could be something like that. But be willing to have abundance. I used to ask for success and stuff and for helping lots of people. Remember when, I've talked about this before, I wrote my first book in 2011, published it right at the end of 2011. And when I was doing that, I'm like, this was my one-to-many product kind of thing. I said to my guys, great, now I can help millions of people with my work. And they laughed at me and said, no, you can't, because there's no way you would accept millions of dollars back for it. Like, you're only just accepting just enough to pay your rent and food and stuff. I'm like, oh. And so sometimes we ask for success, or we ask to do bigger things in the world. And the world is saying to us, you wouldn't even accept the energy back for that. And so I feel like you've got this kind of rift too. You need to let more abundance in so to keep that balance up. We need mistakes to learn too. Yes, stops a lot of progress. That's right, isn't it? You've got to let kids damage themselves. God, I damaged myself so much when I was a kid. It was great. Remember, like jumping off really high walls. Did you do that? And then your knees hit your eye sockets as your legs bend when you land and go, bam. Ooh, has everyone else done that? There's things that you learn like that. You know not to do that kind of stuff once you've done it and you hurt yourself. Those are the things we really remember as well. That's life, isn't it? I agree. Does it make sense to you, Mel? Melissa. Nice sunflowers. I like Mel's daisy. I do like daisies. I've got a daisy on my back. It's the first tattoo I ever had done. Tiny tattoo. Tramp Stamp. Melissa. Refocus on what? Refocus. This is about getting back on track with a dream that you've had, or something you were working towards, something that you wanted, maybe that you've given up on. Get back on track with that. Refocus on it again. Be firmer in that and say, okay, I'm going to go for it. Even if you failed last time, doesn't matter. We're always on the path to it. We're not meant to be able to get instant rewards. Remember, life isn't a race. Have a good time. I'm heard. Life. Oh, I like the colours. Life isn't a race. It's about the path to it. You having a good time on the way to it. And so, don't be in a rush to get to the end of it. Refocus on it again and have fun along the way. This could be a really fun path. Cool. I like the checkerboard colours there. You are heard. what you focused on is being heard. It's just the universe is waiting for you to want to be on that path and not wanting to do it and stuff. Tomorrow, Mel. Tomorrow, Friday, the 26th of June, the daily. It's done from the hammock that you like so much. I'm going to go back there today and do it. Sleep so well with magnesium. I'm liking it so far. It stings though, doesn't it? That magnesium spray. It stings. Who's next? Corey. Big mood. What kind of mood? A good mood? Or a bad mood? I remember doing everything wrong as a child. It was the best parts because I learned so much. Yes. Something as I was walking back from the bike shed, something reminded me of my childhood. It reminded me of like an empty bullet thing. My brother had them in his room. I don't know where he got them from, but like a bullet thing. You know, the big ones from rifles, I guess they would be. The shells. He had them. Something looked like that. It wasn't one, but it looked like that, and it reminded me of it. Corey, what have we got for you? Romance and blame. This is about past relationships. I'm like, they were wrong. No, it's like it takes two to tango. It takes two to make a good relationship. It takes two to break a good relationship too, or to break a relationship. There's always two sides to it. You're always playing your part. I feel like a relationship in the past, you're thinking you've figured it out and it was all them or all you. It could be either way. You're not seeing it clearly. It was two-sided. And when you don't see it clearly, when you think it was all about them, you don't learn from it, right? You don't learn from it. And so this is about taking a bit more responsibility for it. Not to feel bad, just to get that guidance from it. It's actually a service to you. Yeah? Especially those bad relationships. They're a service to us. They show us what we're doing, right? They show us our stupidness or stupidity. And we've all got it. We're all stupid in our own way. We're all stupid and sabotage. We've all got our own baggage, and we've all been through different experiences that have made us that way, and we're all seeing the world completely differently, having different experiences. And so it's a service to you because it gives you guidance. It makes you aware of yourself. That's what relationships are all about, right? About loving ourselves, showing us the way to love ourselves even more. Past relationships to you, clearing them up. Did anyone find out when Venus is going out of retrograde? I feel it's about now, or maybe early next month. Who else is here? Have I done everyone? I want bolder things that I need to step up for unapologetically. That's right, you've got to make it okay to ask for it, right? You've got to make it okay. You need to learn from those mistakes. And they're not really mistakes either. Yes, they're things that we could improve on so that we get what we want, but they're not really mistakes, because how can something be a mistake? It's like jumping off that high wall and your knees hitting you in the eye sockets and regretting that. Is that really a mistake, or is that just a learning thing? There we go. I think I've done everyone. Remember to click like on this video. I should remember to say that at the start so that more people will come on. At some point we have 6 planets in retrograde this month. Yeah, crazy, yeah? But kind of good. Lots of inner work. Which I like. I like that stuff. I like the inner work. That's good. So yeah, if anyone wants a private reading, I'm doing those new introductory reads as well, and you can add an introductory reading, energy healing onto it as well. I'll put the link here if anyone wants to book in for one of those. Thanks everyone for coming along. I will be here tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening it will be the half price sale, and I'll be publishing those the work business bonus reads as well. So if you're wanting to change your jobs, to start a business, or change your business, or get more success, or whatever, get a promotion. They're really interesting, these ones. I find them all interesting. Blows my mind, my readings. I really enjoy doing them, especially those bonus reads as well. Much more information. I mean, the weekly reads are good, but the bonus reads are juicy because they're getting into something specific. And then, yeah, those, the deeper dive reads that I wish more people would buy them because they're really good. Some of them that I do, they're amazing, and then nobody buys them for that particular sign. And I think, what a waste. There's all of this amazing wisdom in it. But more people will come to my YouTube channel, I'm sure. And I'll just keep on doing it because that's what I'm hearing. My guides are saying, just keep on doing it, just keep on doing it. And then I'll be ready when the hordes come to my YouTube channel. Have a great day too, Mel and Melissa, everyone else too. Thank you so much for coming and all of your support. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.